The gift of care. In the heart of Pupville, the snow fell like tiny bits of cotton candy. Inside a cozy cottage, Roxy and Kylo sat by their special holiday calendar. "Look, Kylo," Roxy chirped, pointing her paw at the big number 29. "Today is the day for the gift of care." Kylo wagged his shaggy tail. "Care is like a warm hug you give with your heart," he said softly. They both felt a tingle of excitement, wondering how they could share that warmth today. The two friends trotted to the window and peered out at the sparkling streets. Pupville was dressed in twinkling lights and evergreen wreaths. "Sharing care means noticing when someone needs a little extra love," Roxy whispered. As they watched the snowflakes dance, they saw their neighbor, an elderly dog named Kindle, standing on his porch. He looked a bit shaky as he tried to reach for his morning newspaper in the deep snow. Roxy didn't waste a second. She grabbed her thickest scarf and dashed outside. "Wait for me, Kindle," she called out. She reached the porch just as Kindle was about to step into a cold drift. Roxy gently nudged the newspaper closer to him with her nose so he wouldn't have to stretch. Kindle smiled, his eyes crinkling. "Thank you, Roxy," he wheezed. "My old bones aren't as fast as they used to be." Roxy felt a glow inside that was warmer than any fire. Kylo arrived right behind her, carrying a small, bright red shovel. "Don't worry, Kindle," Kylo barked happily. "I'll make a clear path for you." Kylo began to scoop the snow away, his shaggy white fur flying as he worked. Kindle watched from the doorway, looking relieved. Caring wasn't just about big things. It was about the small jobs that made a friend's day easier. Kylo's tail didn't stop wagging until the porch was perfectly clear. After helping Kindle, Roxy and Kylo headed toward the town square. They carried a basket filled with treats and a thermos of warm broth. "Being a good friend means listening and helping when someone feels blue," Roxy said. They were on their way to see Amity, a sweet spaniel who had a very scratchy throat and couldn't come out to play in the snow. They walked side by side, their paws crunching rhythmically in the fresh powder. They found Amity tucked under a mountain of blankets in her living room. Her nose was a little pink from sneezing. Roxy stepped forward and carefully placed a bowl of warm broth on a low table. "We brought you some magic soup, Amity," Roxy said with a gentle nuzzle. Amity's ears perked up, and she gave a tiny, tired tail wag. Just having her friends there made the room feel much brighter and less lonely. Kylo reached into the basket and pulled out a soft, handmade scarf. He draped it carefully around Amity's neck. "This will keep your throat cozy," Kylo whispered. Amity let out a soft sigh of comfort. "You both are so kind," she murmured. Kylo and Roxy sat with her for a while, telling her funny stories about the snowmen in the park. They knew that sometimes the best gift of care is simply your time. Later that afternoon, as they walked through the park, they heard a tiny whimper. Behind a large oak tree, they found Pax, a very small puppy. Pax was looking at the ground with big, watery eyes. "What's wrong, little one?" Roxy asked, kneeling down to be at his level. Pax sniffled. "I lost my favorite blue ball in the deep snow, and I can't find it anywhere." Roxy patted his shoulder with her soft paw. Kylo put his nose to the ground and began to sniff. He sniffed the bushes, the benches, and the big snowdrifts. Suddenly, he dug his paws into a pile of snow and popped out with a bright blue ball in his mouth. He dropped it right in front of Pax. The little puppy jumped for joy, his ears flopping everywhere. "You found it! You found it!" Pax yapped. Kylo felt proud that he could use his big nose to help a small friend. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of purple and gold, Roxy and Kylo headed home. They were tired, but their hearts felt full. They curled up together by the fireplace, watching the embers glow. "We gave the gift of care today," Roxy said, resting her head on Kylo's shoulder. Kylo nodded happily. "And the best part is, when you give care to others, you feel cared for too."